share a talk. It's about like Pulsar schema. It's just like something new integration or new features from the latest Pulsar release 4.0. So my talk is like unified governance. It's integrating Apache Pulsar with external schema registries. Sorry, it's open. Yeah. My name is Penghui. It's director of platform engineering from StreamNative, and I lead the platform engineering team. We design and build the messaging and streaming services such as like Apache Pulsar and Ursa. Yeah, so we also like work in the open source community, like we collaborate with many contributors around the world. And before StreamNative, I worked at Zhaopin.com, which is the largest talent recruitment platform in China. And like I lead the adoption of Pulsar starting at 2018. It's we used like RabbitMQ and Kafka at that time. Like we managed like two platforms like for the whole company, like across different engineering team. And we took like 1.5 years like to migrate like everything to Pulsar from like 2018 and 2020, and finally like we scaled to like 100 million messages per day. Yeah, and I'm also the committer and PMC member of Apache Pulsar. Yeah, so yeah, today I will like this is topic of Pulsar schema registry. I mean, it's pretty specific to like Pulsar or schema registry, like integrate with other systems. Yeah. So this is agenda. I will talk about like Pulsar's building schema, which existing for all the like versions before, and I will also talk about the new solution of the decoupled schema registry, which is available for the new version. And I will also like demonstrate like the bidirectional and the schema-aware interoperability from like Pulsar and Kafka. Yeah. Okay. So let's start from the first one, the building schema registry for simplicity. Yeah. Here is like how building schema works. It's not like traditional Kafka. It's Pulsar has its like built-in schema registry. Like you don't need to like deploy any external schema registry, like a Confluent Schema Registry or something like all your environment. It's a schema registry. It's already like in the broker. It has like a management API and the producer consumer like can talk to the broker with schema and talk to schema registry. So it's pretty simple. Like when you're producer, when you create your producer, you will define like you're using like a JSON schema or Avro schema, and you will like just like try to send the data like based on your schema, right? So like the Pulsar producer will try to like upload the schema automatically. Like if there is any like new schemas, you just change your data format, it's fine. Like a producer will handle like all the schema auto uploading, and the producer will get like a schema version. We call it like schema version in Pulsar. It's just something like a local like ID, local schema ID of your topic. And after the producer gets the schema version, it will try to like encode the data and stack the standard data with the schema version. And actually, I mean, the data encoding is also happen automatically from your Pulsar client side. You don't need to do anything like adding more dependencies or something. It's everything is handled automatically. And from the broker side, there is like a schema registry only in the broker, and it will like handle like a schema, store the schema to the schema storage, and check the schema compatibility. If there is any, I mean, unexpected schema is uploaded which like not compatible, like this, depends on your compatible strategies. So broker will either reject your new schema or accept your new schema, and we are since we have book key as the storage of Pulsar, so the schema will finally stored in Bookkeeper directly. There is no extra storage a database or something is required for Pulsar. So just a simple Pulsar deployment. And for the consumer side, it's since the consumer will get the data and is able to fetch the it can know which is the schema version is associated to that data and to that record or message, and then it will try to fetch the schema from the schema registry. It's already, the broker already provided that API, and consumer just fetch the schema and decode the data, and then you will get your either structured data or something just defined based on your schema. Yeah. So here is the code example. It's pretty simple. You can see there is no extra schema registry link or URL or some credential need to manage to talk to Pulsar schema registry. There is only one service URL. It's just the broker service URL for the client, and then you can create producers and consumers with schema. So for example, for this case, it's a JSON schema, and your POJO is just a my record. You can define any field for your my record. So everything is handled from Pulsar client. Yeah, and this is the list of schemas supported in Pulsar. It's it's similar than similar with Kafka schema, but Pulsar has primitive types. You can just define your schema as a Boolean or numbers, float, double, bytes, or string, and any data timestamp or something. Yeah, it's I don't see much use cases for only use one primitive types, but some special cases they only need a number. It's fine. Yeah. And the most common use is a structured schema. You define arrow, JSON, total buff, and the schema will also be involved. You add new fields or something. Yeah. And another schema type is key value schema. In Pulsar, you can have different schemas for both key and value. It's by default, key is just a string. Yeah, but actually you can change that. You can define your key schema and value schema. Yeah, and other two special schemas is auto produce and auto consume. It's auto produce is something means something your data is already serialized. Yeah, you don't want to Pulsar client try to serialize it again, so you just need to specify the schema and send the data directly. But in this case, you need to maintain the something provide the correct schema. Otherwise, Pulsar cannot. Pulsar will not deserialize your data from the server side, so it cannot know if the schema is the right schema for your record. Yeah. And for the consumer side, it's auto consume. Means you don't need to specify any schema for the consumer, and the consumer just read the data and read the schema from the broker side, and finally it will just provide you something a generic record, something you can just get by the field name, but you don't have a class define the structure, but you can just do it in more a generic way, JSON or something. Yeah, this is what Pulsar built-in schema supported. Yeah, and the built-in schema also support different compatibility strategies. It's it's very similar to Confluent Schema Registry. It's backward and backward transitive. Like for backward transitive means like any new schema is suitable to read the old schemas, right? And the forward transitive means like all the data written with your new schema is suitable to read by the old schemas. So yeah, we also have full and full transitive. It's much more a higher guarantee. You need to ensure all the data can be read for both new schema and old schema. Yeah. And there is also two special strategies. One is always compatible. This means you can use any schema for your topic, but from the consumer side, you need to handle the compatibility issue by yourself. Yeah, it has some special use cases, user know how to handle those data. And another one is always incompatible. That means there is only one schema allowed for your topic, so you cannot upload your second schema. But if you want to change the schema, you must clean up everything. You delete the old schema, delete the old data, and upload your a new schema. So they are just designed for special use cases. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, if we just look at the built-in schema, yeah, it's actually, it's designed for simplicity, for the users, you don't want to deploy so many independent components to handle schemas. It's everything is works out of the box of Pulsar native applications. So yeah, it's and it also has automatic schema ID validation. If you come from Kafka, it's Kafka by default. It will not validate your schema ID from the server side. It's just everything happened from the client side and the schema registry. But yeah, you can enable it. I remember it's Confluent is support validated schema ID from your server side, but you need to enable it. And yeah, but those things are just default for native Pulsar. Yeah, and it's tight integrated. It's schema management is the first class setting in Pulsar, and it provides the toolings and APIs. You don't need a separate system. Just to use Pulsar API to manage all the schemas, and all the schema data is just stored in Bookkeeper. It's Pulsar also uses Bookkeeper for messaging, storage. Everything is stored in Bookkeeper. Yeah, so this is the major point that from building schema. Yeah. Yeah. However, more and more enterprises try to use schema, but they also has some old systems. It's already running or some customized schema. They said it's Confluent schema compatible or something different. Yeah, just more and more requirement for the flexibility need to support for the schema part. Yeah. So they have a lot of questions. Also, we received a lot of requirement from both Pulsar user and customers. Yeah, for example, can the uploaded schema be used across different topics? For this question, they have a lot of topics. They don't have a duplicated schema data stored in broker. Yeah, I think it's hard to manage and waste the resources from the storage side. Yeah, actually, native Pulsar just designed for topic local storage for the schema. So yeah, so there is no native support. And the second one is can I take schemas from one Pulsar cluster and reuse them in another? Yeah, if you have like multiple Pulsar clusters, maybe for like a different test purpose or something, but the schema change is it's usually like you don't want to like manage from different clusters or something. So they only want like to can I have one like centralized managed schema registry and can be used like for multiple Pulsar clusters. Yeah. And the third one is also like interesting from like who comes from like a Kafka world. It's they already have Kafka applications. It's running with Kafka schema registry, and they try like to migrate their all the workloads from Kafka to Pulsar because they are looking for like some like exclusive features from Pulsar, like a key share subscription or like queues, right? You can do individual acknowledgement or something. But after that, like they found it's pretty difficult. Like if you want to move like all the data and the schema, from Kafka to Pulsar, right? If it's all like bytes data, it might be like easier. It's like you can do like connecting the data or like StreamNative also develop like a unified. It's unified. It's just something like a unified connect. It's try to connect the Kafka protocol to Pulsar protocol. Yeah, but the tricky part is, it's Kafka schema is Kafka schema. Pulsar schema is Pulsar schema. It's something is the same, but most of the APIs is different. So it's very hard like to share schemas like from Kafka application and Pulsar application. Yeah. And there is also like users asking like, I don't want to like manage the schema like in Bookkeeper. Yeah, I want to like manage in database so that like I can build something like based on the database. I can build some tooling or UI or something. Yeah, it's it's doable in Pulsar. It's I will like explain later. Like there is some like extension like you can do for the schema storage. Yeah, but it's still like complicated. Like you must to know like very details of internal of the broker for the schema registry. Yeah. And and the next one is or StreamNative Cloud, actually, like we support like both Kafka and Pulsar protocol, and we also support like interoperability for Kafka and Pulsar applications. But yeah, before it only work for like a byte schema. So if you have like a schema defined, either from a Kafka application, but Pulsar application cannot like deserialize that data like with Kafka schema. Yeah, it's impossible before or StreamNative Cloud. Yeah, and we also have some like customer like asking like we have our own like customized schema registry. Like can we move to use our own schema registry because like all the other applications, all the other like Kafka or something is already running all these customized schema registry. I don't want to like manage different schema registries. Maybe some data is also, it's the same data copy or something. It's pretty, it's not good for like operation. Yeah, so this is the most like questions or requirement we received from the either Pulsar community or customers. Yeah. So yeah, actually Pulsar has the like capability to extend to do the extension. It's from Pulsar. I remember it's 2.8 or something. Like the broker side already like supported. Like you can customize the schema registry API. The schema registry implementation based on the API defined for like store your schema or get your schema from the schema storage. Yeah, it's available for Pulsar. It's everything. For the producer and consumer, everything is the same. But you can do like a plugin to the broker and to follow this schema storage API and store your schema in somewhere else like you want. Yeah, this is something like the schema storage interface looks like. Yeah, they have like a put, get, and the schema version is just it depends on your design. It's in Pulsar, it's just the schema version, just it's a number. But it depends on your design. It's just a Unicode ID for your schema. Yeah, and as a deleted schema or something. It's simple. Yeah, but it has like both pros and limitations. So yeah, the good thing is like if you only customize your schema storage, I mean, you can like reuse everything from the broker side, like schema compatibility check and everything like handled from the interaction from producer and consumer and schema, right? And there is also like you don't need to change anything from your client side. The Pulsar application can just like use the something like the example I shared before. It's pretty simple, and nothing need to be changed. But it has like limitations, like because like Pulsar protocol, I mean the schema API is like coupled with the Pulsar protocol, so you cannot. It's not easy like to change anything like from. I mean it's only change the schema API. It's already coupled with producers and the consumers. It happened like automatically like when you are like creating the producer or consumer. Yeah, and the second issue is it lacks of the standard API. Like if you want to like share the schemas across different systems, actually you will share your underlying storage, like a database or something. So if other systems want to like integrate to those schemas, like you must implement your to write the implementation by yourself. It's like to talk to your database or something to understand the data structure decided in your schema registry. So it's much more complicated if you want to like share the storage. Yeah. So yeah, this is the major reasons like why we decided to add like a decoupled schema registry from 4.1, which is the latest release from the Pulsar community. Yeah. So a lot of, I mean, from the producer and the consumer, that is the most, I mean, changed part in this solution. Like things like the client side need to talk to the external schema. So there's actually you can talk to the built-in schema, but if you want to talk to your external schema, it's the client side need to like just set your schema registry URL and the credentials, and you also need to like upload the schema to your external schema registry and fetch the schema from your external schema registry. Yeah. So yeah, in this way, like something is decoupled, like schema registry is, schema is managed from the schema registry. It's pretty like similar than with Kafka, right? It's, yeah. And yeah, here is some like example. It's, yeah, but I mean, the trade-off is like from your client side, like you must write more code like to talk to the schema registry. Yeah, for example, it's yeah, this is, I mean, the Kafka schema factory is it's not a part of Pulsar release. Since like for 4.1, like we just released the interface. It's not like I mean, not like a Kafka schema registry integration, but with the API, with the API, like you can integrate to like any schemas you want. So like for this example, like we just try to like create some implementation from StreamNative. Like maybe we will like open source later, like to allow the Pulsar client to talk to Kafka schema registry directly. Yeah, so in this case, you can just create like a Kafka schema factory. There are like schema configurations. It's just the URL and the credentials or something. Yeah, and there is no change from the client part. It's the client only need to connect to Pulsar service. But if you like create the producers and the consumers, yeah, you can just have your own schema implementation. Yeah, before it's like you can only set like a Pulsar schema there. Now like you can set your like a customized schema there. Yeah, either JSON, Avro, or anything you want. And you might want to like set some data format like arrow or something. Yeah, it depends on your need. Yeah. And for the schema factory, it's also pretty simple, like just create different schemas. In this case, like we just create like a Kafka JSON schema, yeah. And yeah, for the Kafka JSON schema, I mean, this is for like if you want to integrate with the external schema, it's something a similar pattern you might need to follow like from this code example. Yeah, just like implement the encode method like to serialize the data. It's based on the schema definition, and you will like just return the encoded data, and then like Pulsar client will just send the encoded data to the server side. Yeah, with the schema ID. Yeah, because like in the future, like we will also try to support like to validate the schema ID, even like you are using external schema, just like Confluent schema does. Yeah. Yeah, and this is the decode method. It's just same as the encode method, like to get the header and try to deserialize the data based on the headers and data. Yeah. So yeah, I mean decoupled schema registry. It also has like process limitations. I mean, for the built-in schema, it's like block you to share the schemas across different systems, but it will not like block you to share your data, right? It's if you are like just all your like streaming data or something, it's only use one system, for example, Pulsar. Yeah, actually you don't need to do that, right? It's you can just like share data with Pulsar schema. It's because like most of the integrations, like Flink or some connectors or something, they are talking to Pulsar client directly. They don't need to like talking to a schema registry or something. Yeah, so it has some. I mean, it designed for like the users, like they want to have like something like a unified schema registry across different platforms. Yeah, it's and if you want to like also support like a seamless interoperability, it's like enable like true schema-aware data sharing between the ecosystems, and if you already have your schema registry, yeah, maybe it's like a simple solution for you. Like, do not need to like migrate everything between like or sync everything like between different schema registries. Yeah. Yeah, it also has like limitations. It's only available from the new version. It's after like 4.1, and now we only supported like a Java client. So for any other client, we still need to like catch up with this feature, and you need to like change your client side code. If you are like just the first time like to migrate to Pulsar, maybe it's fine. Yeah, but if you already have like a lot of applications running with Pulsar client, yeah, maybe it's difficult. Like something like you need to migrate again. Right? Yeah. So and the last one is yeah, since now like Pulsar has both like a built-in schema and external schema, but it's not like compatible in one topic. Like in one topic, like you can only choose one solution. Like if you are using like a built-in schema before, you cannot like change to use the external schema unless like you clean up everything out. Yeah, this is the limitation. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Finally, like I will show a demo, like which is the just like a pretty interesting one. Like when we like decide this feature, like we have like StreamNative Cloud. We support both Kafka and Pulsar protocol. Yeah, but the schema-aware interoperability is not available before. So we tried to do. I mean, it's not like general available, but we tried to do something like to check like if this can work in this case. Yeah, so we decided this demo with some like just only a few code change from the client side, like to support to connect between different client, Pulsar and Kafka client. Yeah, so yeah, so from this demo, like we will have both Kafka and Pulsar producer. Yeah, it will like connect to StreamNative Cloud and StreamNative Schema Registry. Actually, this Schema Registry is it's a Confluent Schema Registry compatible, just like something like we designed for the Lakehouse. It's if you already joined the open keynotes, then yeah, it's a schema is pretty like crucial for the Lakehouse. If you don't have schema, we don't know like how to integrate your data to the Lakehouse, right? So this is the why we designed the unified schema registry. Yeah, but the final purpose is we would like to see like the unified schema registry can work for both Pulsar and Kafka clients. Like something like you don't have like different schema registries, but you can use different APIs, like because like people loving like Kafka API because it's much more like simple for streaming processing. Yeah, it's a simple model. But there's still like other people. It's also like a Pulsar API because it has more like subscript models and individual acknowledgement, geo-replication, or something that's just different features. But just yeah, if we like keep all the features out of this page, yeah, it's just like something like data and the data format. It means like schema registry. So from Lakehouse integration, actually, we only cares about like the data format and the schema. So we don't care about like what type of subscription type you used, right? That is the why we have this. Yeah. So the demo is we have one cluster, and the one cluster running on StreamNative, and they support like both Kafka protocol, Pulsar protocol, and the schema. And we have the client side. It's just a simple Java application, like built with the latest Pulsar client. And we will like send JSON format data from both Kafka and Pulsar client. And we also have like a simple integration. It's allow the Pulsar client to connect to Confluent Schema Registry. Actually, it will connect to the StreamNative Schema Registry, but it's Confluent Schema Registry compatible. So we will demonstrate like the data sent by Pulsar producer, and the Kafka consumer can also receive the data with the same schema. And Kafka producer can also send the data, and Pulsar consumer can also receive the data. Yeah, so let's go to the demo. Yeah, here is the message, like I just defined in this demo project. It's pretty simple. It's just a sequence ID and a string named called from. Yeah, from means like there is a Pulsar producer and a Kafka producer, so we just use a different name for them. Like so, we can get the logs from consumer to know like okay, where the message published from. Yeah. And yeah, and we also have like a lot of configurations. Yeah, since like we need to connect to both like schema registry and yeah, connect to Kafka server, connect to Pulsar server. Yeah, so yeah, from the beginning, like you will say like we're using this topic and the token used to connect to Pulsar service. Yeah, and the schema registry configuration, there is like a schema registry URL and the credentials. Yeah, and we have like Kafka properties. It's used by a Kafka client to connect it to the StreamNative cloud. Yeah, so yeah, here is the Kafka consumer. Yeah, it's just like a normal Kafka consumer. There is no customization for this consumer. It's just connected to a Confluent Cloud Schema Registry and try to consume the messages. Yeah. And here is the Pulsar consumer. Yeah, now like we are using the new API. It's like when creating the consumer, like it will use like a JSON schema from the Kafka schema factory. Yeah, actually the Kafka schema factory is already have all the required configuration for connecting to StreamNative schema registry. Yeah. Yeah, it's here's the Kafka producer, and this is also like just a normal Kafka producer. There's we are using string for the case and JSON for the value. Yeah. And each producer will publish like 100 messages. So, and we are using different subscription or a consumer group for Kafka and Pulsar consumers. So they will finally like receive 200 of messages. So now it's running the Kafka consumer first, and then try to start the Pulsar consumer. Yeah, since there is no data published in, so yeah, it will print nothing in the console. Yeah, so now we start the Kafka message producer. Yeah, it will try to publish new messages with the sequence ID and from Kafka. Yeah. Yeah, now we go back to check the Pulsar consumer. It received like all the messages from Kafka with the correct schema, and yeah, for the Kafka consumer, yeah, because there is no spam from the Kafka consumer, right? And now we go to Pulsar producer. It will also try to publish 100 messages with JSON schema. Yeah. Yeah, now we go back to Pulsar consumer. It received like all the messages from Pulsar, and the Kafka consumer received all the messages from Pulsar producer. Yeah. Yeah, this is the demo. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, for summary, I mean it's yeah, it not means like you should always go with you should always use like decoupled schema registry or built-in schema registry. I mean, it depends on your use case. Like if you you are just like a startup or something like we just a pretty new product, like I don't want to bring so much like manage so much external services. Yeah, maybe Pulsar built-in schema is already, I mean, enough for most of the cases, right? Because it's pretty like simple. And broker side customization, yeah, I mean, after like 4.1, I don't think like this will be a better solution anymore in the future, right? It seems like you can have more you can do the extension like with a standard API, like not like sharing the storage layer. And yeah, for the decoupled schema registry, yeah, I think it's decided for the big enterprise, like you already have schema running on your environment, like but you want to just like to do the migration or something to use one schema registry for your environment. Yeah. Okay, so this is all from my talk today. Yeah. Do you have any questions? Yeah.
What's on the roadmap in this aspect? Is there anything you can disclose today? Any features on the roadmap that are expected to come?
Yeah, it's we are developing the Kafka schema registry integration. Like finally, like we will open source. Just something like a Confluent Schema Registry. Like Confluent has a library to talk to Confluent Schema Registry, right? We will follow the same way. Like we will provide, we will open source just the Kafka schema integration or something. Like you can like add to your dependency. And then just like put the service URL and credentials. Like you don't need to write those integration by yourself. You can just like use that library and talk to like a Confluent Schema Registry by using Pulsar API. Right? Yeah, this is one, and the second one is for the interoperability, like I shared in the demo. I mean, actually, this is just a demo. We are still like under developing, like because it required some change, like from the StreamNative cloud. They need to like just something like to get the schema ID from the correct place, because from a different protocol. Yeah, it's just like encoded the schema ID in different places. Yeah, so there is something like we will do, and finally, I think now for the StreamNative cloud, the unified schema registry is not like mutualized, like you can share for both Kafka and Pulsar. So for now, like we just use it for Kafka applications. So finally, like we will try to unify them. Like otherwise, like just from a StreamNative perspective, like we also don't want to like manage different schema registries across like many cloud users or like serverless or dedicated. Right? It's maybe for BYOC it's fine. Like they have their own schema registry, but for most of the dedicated serverless cluster, yeah, we don't want to like deploy one schema registry for each customer. Yeah, that is something like we are looking for. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, seems no question. Yeah, thank you.